Brian Regan in studio. It's been way too fucking long.
Oh, yeah.
How are you, Brian?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing good as well,
good.
man.
Still here. Still here. Just going through the motions at this point.
At this point, we're like your old teachers.
Ah, boy.
We just stay in one place, and you guys travel the world and come back and visit your old high school.
Still here, huh?
Oh, you're still teaching social studies 20 years later. Yep.
That's us. The going through the motions. That would sound good in a job interview.
Yeah.
You know, you hire me, I'll come in and I'll go through the motions for you.
That would be just a bad thing to do on a job interview.
You looking for somebody to go through the motions? I'm your man.
Show me some of the motions, and I'll just go through them every day.
I'll memorize them, and I'll do them. I won't even think about them. I'll just do them on a daily basis.
Yeah. Go through them.
We're still having a good time, though.
Yeah.
I hear you guys all the time, man. I put you guys on when I'm driving around. Yes.
Look at you.
But I have a little chip. I can take all the bad words out.
Yeah. Oh, you do.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. You must not get much airtime from us then.
Really? I'll hear the and.
Have a good week.
Where are you playing in the area or?
Well, I came in yesterday to do the Letterman show last night.
Yes, David Letterman, and
that was a big show to do too because the Regis Philbin was on, falling off that Vespa that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, they taped 2 shows last night. The first one was with Regis Philbin, who did the Vespa thing, and then they taped the second show, which I was supposed to be on.
What happened?
Well, I showed up and said I'm here to go through the motions.
Yeah, like I usually do. Going through the motions.
Next thing you know, I was out on the street. No, I got bumped. The old bumperoonie.
Who bumped you though?
Herman Cain. Well, he didn't bump me, but I mean, Herman Cain went.
But you want a face though. You want to know who bumped you.
Hey, Letterman was having a good time interviewing him, and I saw it coming. You know what I mean?
Did you?
You get a feeling inside.
Were you looking and going, oh boy, they're just going too long?
I should have just started taking off my my jacket and tie before they even come in and go, don't even bother telling me. I already know.
You got the little baby wipe. You're taking your makeup off. Yeah, what? What do you want?
Gotta awkwardly call the wife. Tell the kids not gonna be on Friday.
Yeah. Just unset the DVR. Unset it.
Yeah, we want to see angry Brian Regan. Not this. It's okay. I got bumped. It happens.
Yeah, forget it.
Party has got to be a little disappointed, Brian. A little bit.
They invite him back, though. It's not like he gets bumped and then he's gone.
It doesn't bother me at all.
No. If you're already there, why doesn't Letterman do a little extra time? He tapes your segment and then airs it next week.
Because the suit he's wearing will be different when he introduces you.
Who cares?
But they can't.
And
do
it might not be topical.
Make sure he wears the same suit that day. No? All right.
That's probably why, though.
Brian's just the perpetual nice guy, though.
I know.
I don't really mind getting bumped.
Well, you've done 20. How many? 26?
23.
Well, you've done 23. You know you're coming back. Like, it happened. And you get free airfare, free hotel. It's like, what the fuck? Your frequent flyer miles go
That
up.
would be a little douchey if he got really pissed off at the fact that he was bumped after doing his show 20-some-odd times. It's bullshit, Dave.
I demand a meeting with Dave right now.
Thought we were friends, Dave.
Yeah. You stand in the hallway when he's walking. You don't let him go up those stairs.
Yes, he loves going up those stairs.
I'm not taking this anymore, Mr. Letterman.
Bump me. What did Herman Cain have to say? Anything about the sexual harassment? And
well, I mean, it hasn't aired, so I mean, it's airing tonight, so I don't know.
Spoil it.
But yeah, Dave Letterman asked him about that
Let
stuff.
him have it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you say Dave Letterman asked him about that stuff?
Yeah.
Brian, it was funny that Brian didn't just say Letterman. He went, Dave Letterman asked him about that stuff.
Mr. David Letterman.
It just made me laugh that he said Dave Letterman because he didn't know which one to go with.
That's why they will invite me back, because I treat him as a god.
Yeah.
He's a good interviewer, Letterman, man. He's a really good interviewer.
Yeah, and he wasn't throwing softballs there, huh?
No. I mean,
good.
I think the first segment was kind of lighthearted, talk about pizzas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of rein them in, and then the next thing you know, it's like, what about these sexual harassment things? And I'm like, wow. So
yeah,
but it was fair. I mean, Dave was fair. He asked fair questions, and Herman Cain hung in there, and it was fun to watch.
Well, the new thing
if you weren't bumped, they would have asked you the same questions. By the way. So the sexual harassment thing, Brian.
But the new thing with Herman Cain is the foreign policy thing. He doesn't think a president should have to know that stuff.
And he makes a point of not knowing about it. It's it's hard to watch sometimes when he talks about foreign policy.
He actually said that.
What did he say?
He doesn't think the president should have to know much about foreign policy.
What he's doing is he's trying to own his weakness because he's not good at that shit. He's trying to make it hit. It's almost like when I talk about my fat tits, I own it, so it's harder to hit me with it, and that's what he does.
To hit you with your own tits?
Yes, unless I'm doing jumping jacks or stepping off a curb.
And Herman Cain talked about his fat tits, too.
See? He'll do that.
But, yeah, I think you're right, Jim. I think he's going to get... If he tries to pretend like he does know foreign policy, then they're going to keep asking him more questions about it, and for him to just say, hey, I don't know anything about it.
Then if he trips up again, they're like, hey, I told you I didn't know anything about it.
I told you that from Jump Street. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Wait, man, no pizza, though.
But he's still got to get votes in the end.
That's a terrible thing. I don't understand foreign policy. You're never going to win the election.
That's a rough one, man.
Look, it does create an uphill battle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You think he backs out of the race? He's had a tough month.
Well, he's at 13% now.
But you think he just...
Some of the polls?
That doesn't mean anything, because those things go back and forth.
No, it's crazy.
Newt Gingrich is at the top.
He's
now.
the boy today,
Gingrich
and then
is.
after a while, he won't be the top guy. It's just who's on top on election day.
Romney's hanging in there.
Gingrich will get knocked off. He's way too conservative for people. I'm telling you, it's almost like they keep boosting these guys as the election gets closer. Just because if they boost one guy the whole time, shit will come out. So they keep boosting these like little bubbles just to keep you occupied.
Yeah.
I'm not being paranoid conspiracy guy, but I really think that it's going to be Romney or I'm guessing
I think it's Romney. Yeah, I think he'll get the
I
nomination.
think it's like when you go to those shooting arcades and, you know, the ducks keep coming around in a circle and you keep pinging the one off the top. That's the way it is with the Republican candidates. You know, you get a duck up at the top and the media just pings him off.
Right up top. Ping. Ping.
Ping. And then that one goes down and then Romney comes back up and then, you know.
I like that.
That's hilarious.
Really, man.
You're just like, Here it is. Hold on, I gotta work my Foley system.
Yeah.
Like that.
I love the length of time between the shot and when the duck goes down. There's like a 3-minute delay for that
Very
bullet.
long range.
That's some good shooting, man.
It's the longest target game ever.
What else has Brian been up to? It's been a long time.
Well, I'm working on a new pamphlet.
A pamphlet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's it about?
So, well, you know, it's we're probably not going to make it color because that apparently is, you know, kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And we were going to do like the 3-page fold-out thing.
The trifold, yeah.
But that's a little expensive. So it's probably just going to be a 2-sided black and white pamphlet, you know.
Just one sheet.
ditto of some sort.
Yeah, exactly like a Xerox ditto kind of thing. So we're working on that right now.
All right. Things are going well.
Well, Brian's CD.
We're in the talks, I should say. I mean, I don't want to guarantee.
Do a pamphlet?
I don't want to. It's in the pipeline.
Pamphlet.
November 25th, All by Myself, his new CD is coming out, and he was meant to be promoting it on Letterman, but we all know what happened there. Apparently, Brian did something. Yeah. But and December 10th, State Theater, New Brunswick. December 11th, State Theater in Ithaca, New York. Still happy to see my friend only doing theaters. While I go to Harrisburg and do the Comedy Zone. I'm really happy to see Brian doing fucking 2,500 seats consistently.
That's awesome.
But great comedian, obviously.
Well, thank you.
New CD. I can't
Brian's
wait
great.
for that.
How many CDs do you have out?
2 CDs and 3 DVDs. It's just all the same. You know, you just do the same jokes over and over again.
Go through the motions.
Repackaging it.
Just
you know.
package it differently.
It's all about fooling the public. That's
The little brown one is Pluto.
Just switch it up a little bit.
Man, it seems like a different Brian.
I know. I'm seeing
Sounds like a guy at the end of his career.
I'm seeing a lot of merchandising.
He's ready to.
Oh
He's
my
ready to
God,
admit
is that all
some
your
things.
stuff?
That's great.
Well, like Colin was saying, that's like a Turkish bazaar.
Turkish bazaar.
We've actually, it's weird. About 5-6 years ago, the only thing I would allow was actual comedy, whether it was a CD or a DVD, and then I got talked into doing T-shirts, and now look. Snuggies.
You got Snuggies?
U2 and Take Luck Snuggies, and I got winter hats, and I think I got a golf umbrella. Maybe it's a Brian Regan golf
You have
umbrella.
an official store.
A Take Luck wool hat.
Yeah, man.
That's one of those hippie hats.
If you're going to go to a party, you want one of those things on.
Yeah.
Is that a bumper sticker I see?
There's bumper stickers.
Look at you, Brian.
Can I tell you, fucking Regan? It's a U2.
Love
It's like an
Brian
older
Regan.
bit, but literally every time I've said U2 about have a good flight, U2, you think of Regan. It's one of those really weird.
You now are, that is
It's
yours.
ingrained, man.
I was at an airport about 6 months ago, and the
No way.
Bullshit.
this is true. And the reservationist gave me my ticket, and she said, "Have a nice flight," and I said, "You too." And then I said, "Oh wow, that was stupid," to her, and she goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. People do that all the time." And I'm like, "Oh no, you don't understand."
Believe
You don't know who I am.
It was really
You don't understand how stupid
It's
this really is.
really stupid coming from me.
Yeah, and then there's the little teeny part is Regan would have thought that she knew who he was and would just get it with him, but then she's like, "What? Why would that be stupid?"
yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, you're the guy that does that.
I was in an elevator in a hotel.
No way.
Yes,
Shit.
this is true.
Yeah, do it up or down, quick.
I'm in an elevator, and there's a guy in there who recognizes me, and he tries to do the YouTube bit to me, but he messes it up. He goes, "Oh, you're the guy that does the and you, right?"
Oh.
So I'm just flattered that the guy even knows who I am, so I'm not going to call him on it. So I said, yeah, that's me. He goes, "Oh, man, I say that all the time. I always say, and you. And I'm like, man, this is awkward.
Oh,
so
shit.
the elevator door opens. We're walking through the casino, and so he thinks it's going to be funny to yell what he thinks is my bit to me. So he's yelling, "And you! And you!" And I'm thinking, I'm the only guy who knows what he's talking about, and I don't know what he's talking about.
What a fool.
But you don't want to correct him, right?
No, you're not going to correct him.
Oh, the
you
poor
know.
guy.
Fuck, very funny. Good.
Look at all the merchandise. It's pages.
But you know what? That guy's going to watch Brian's CD again or DVD again, and he's going to go, "What? Why didn't that motherfucker tell me I was
Oh,
wrong?"
man. I think he's going to get all hot in the
He's going to be
face.
humiliated as he should be.
Like
for bothering Brian.
embarrassment weeks later.
Yeah.
He's probably like listening to this interview going, "Oh, my God,
yeah.
that was me.
Holy shit, I'm an
Oh,
idiot.
God, he noticed and he hates me for it.
I want to know how Brian worked in the big yellow one is the sun into merchandise. Where is it? Where is it?
Wow.
Where is it? Come on,
There
sir.
somewhere, right?
It's in the iPhone skin.
iPhone skins.
I don't know.
Brian's just like, I don't know.
Go to the Fabergé eggs.
Brian's just like, I'm just trying to pay the rent. I got to pay a mortgage. You're still in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that? How's the family?
You know.
All right.
All right. Enough there.
It's always very very scary asking that question of people. I don't,
Everything, you know. I mean, we just.
It is what it is.
You move along in life.
That's good. That's
So,
what you do.
Yeah, there's some changes in my world, but everything is good. You know, the kids are good.
I don't mind that at all. I've made some changes in my life
So,
accordingly.
Are you depressed about it?
No, everything is hunky dory.
I like Brian. As a hunky dory.
In fact, I had that worded into the divorce decree.
Yes, hunky dory.
It says hunky dory in there in several paragraphs.
You cannot say that I don't feel hunky dory about this in public.
Now we understand.
Actually, it was a very amicable situation. So,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
I'm sure. Oh my God, the Brian. Oh, hence the merchandise.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
now we
the
understand
Brian
why all the
Regan money.
merchandising.
All that
I
Brian
should sell a
Regan
hunky
money.
dory T-shirt.
Yeah. Hey, get me a hunky dory T-shirt. Call my merchandise guy.
But then it's a picture of Brian with a pistol and just two female feet sticking out of the closet.
Jesus, no.
That's not hunky dory at all.
I'm not saying who it is.
That's not even close to
Jimmy.
hunky dory.
No, it's all good.
Good.
It's all good.
Obviously, without delving into how long have you been a single gentleman?
Since June, July.
June, July.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying your alone time?
Oh
or?
man, the babes out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
There's some hot chickadees.
Chickadees.
You haven't missed a beat.
Chickadees. They're feeling hunky dory with me.
I walk into these places and I check out the dames.
Nice stems on that doll.
Dude, my goal in life is to pull a train with Regan. I have to see how he is when he's fucking really angrily fucking a woman.
This is a different Regan.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Single Regan.
I'm
Well,
being
that's
goofy, of course.
No, we I went through that route a while back, and you get past it. It doesn't dictate your life. Did it take long, the whole process?
No. It was like I said, it was amiable,
Okay.
amicable.
Amicable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Wouldn't amiable work as well?
I think it would.
No, amiable doesn't work.
Why?
Why?
I didn't know it.
It was amiable and amicable.
Amicable.
And it was like a little thing where you sit together with a
mediator kind of thing.
and work it all
see.
out. And we didn't disagree on a lot of things.
That's cool.
It all worked out.
Mine
pretty
was more like a war.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
a battle
ouch.
that didn't end for 3 years.
good. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, we didn't go that route.
It was
so.
terrible.
Yeah.
Mine, I think it's like, wow, my divorce lasted as long as like Star Trek, the original series. And there was a lot of episodes.
You had a lot of episodes during your
in
divorce
that.
proceedings,
Oh, there
too.
was certainly a lot of episodes.
Some great episodes.
But then once it's done, you're kind of like, all right, it's done. I know I had to, for 9 years after that, I had to pay a lot of money for 9 years. I am only imagining the pain that Brian Regan feels having to do these gigs.
Hence
and
the
realize,
U2 snuggies.
Oh, that's hilarious. Brian, what can we do? Anything I've ever said, put it on clothing. Put it on fucking clothes, man.
coffee cups, bumper
It
stickers,
doesn't matter. I had
skins. I don't give a
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
You can fit that bit on a sock.
Yeah. Put a yellow mark on a hospice pillow.
oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, good. The little things for jogging.
Yeah,
Oh,
water bottles.
Water
Yeah.
bottles.
Well, because I jog all the time. You know, I only promote things that I use myself.
Of course.
What has now? Because you're what have you had anything? 'Cause I've had a few. Jesus, ask the question, shithead. Have you had anything that just didn't sell at all that you thought might
A dud.
sell?
All that stuff on there.
Oh, Brian. Oh, boy.
I've been in the warehouse. There's just rows and rows and just piles of merchandise.
It's like that warehouse at the end of Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
Wheeled the Ark of the Covenant into only with Regan merchandise.
It is amazing when you think something's going to be a hot item and you realize no one is clamoring for this item.
Oh, Jesus. So, Brian, have you started dating and stuff like that? Because that's got to be kind of a new experience. Not new experience, but you know, it's been. You haven't done it in a while, I would gather.
Right now I'm just concentrating on the little tykes. The kids,
well, that's the important
kiddos.
part, obviously.
How old are they?
You know,
From
I'm
what
not
to
even-
what?
12 and 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's like a imperative. I know my parents handled the divorce fantastically. Just shitting on each other anytime I was in earshot. One would shit on the other. And then realizing that they were both absolutely right. Dad was a drunk and Mom was a fucking raving bitch lunatic. Yes, I understand now.
I like the golf umbrella.
The golf umbrella is fantastic. Terrific. It's a golf. Yeah, I can't. No, this is. It's
Brian,
good stuff.
I was talking to my manager about this stuff, and we were joking because we're actually going to pull some of the stuff off. And I said, "Do those golf umbrellas sell?" And he said that we've sold 4, and I said 4, and he goes, "Yeah," and I bought them all.
Oh boy.
Well, that's nice to have.
I don't know. You know,
That's not bad if you only made 5.
You got to run it up the flagpole and see who's
you
so
got to
loose.
see. You know,
You know, you
God.
gotta spitball some of these things sometimes, and See what sticks.
I love the fact that he's got all this merchandise. Because, again, people will buy it. It's just, it won't sell as fast as you think, but there's so many options. People who are big fans will buy a lot of it.
I thought it was a great idea to put out some T-shirts. I do this live from the compound thing from my basement,
yes.
and I set up a giant real studio in my basement, and I go on there and I talk about the news and I run video clips and stuff. It's video and audio. And I was like, you know what? I should put out T-shirts for this. So I ordered a bunch of T-shirts that are a little controversial. The logo on the breast area sort of resembles a symbol of hate throughout history.
Why don't we show it to Brian and see what he thinks?
Yeah. But it's not. It's an
sort
L.
of resembles a symbol of hate. I
yes.
can sort of. I think I can imagine.
It's an L and an F.
But don't hold back,
LF,
Brian,
the
when you see
compound.
this.
Live from the compound. The L
okay.
and the F are connected together.
There's the logo.
See,
I gotcha.
See, it's an L and an F, and then the compound.
Who wants to explain that as the Jewish fist is fucking crashing in your jaw?
See, it's, and then
that's
the back.
about 80% of the most vile symbol.
Yes, but let me tell you something.
But it's not 100%.
Unless it's 100%, then it isn't it.
Exactly.
If you take a crucifix and break off the arms, it's merely a fence post.
Yeah, but if you open up something called the Ku Klux Klan House, everybody knows what you're going for.
That's a great idea. So I got that, and on the back it's me holding a gun and saying "talk, motherfucker," because I did that once when my phones were down. I thought the caller was screwing with me and not talking, so I did draw a gun, pointed it at the camera, and yelled, "Talk, motherfucker, talk." And that's the back of the shirt. But here's the problem. I didn't think about logistics, how this gets sent out, how it gets packaged. So I wind up getting boxes and boxes of T-shirts to my house, and all these orders start coming in, and I'm like, don't they just go out? No, I had to sit there and I'm printing labels, peeling them off, sticking them on plastic bags, literally sitting on my living room, shoving T-shirts into plastic bags.
Why didn't you think it through?
I just thought, hey, I'll sell T-shirts. Hey, not knowing I'd be sitting there
And then he's
fucking bagging them, and then I'm at the post office with boxes, and the post guy is going, there's not enough postage on these. You didn't print up the labels right. I go, well, what do I do? He goes, hold on. He comes out with a shitload of stamps. Now I'm sitting in the post office putting an extra stamp on every one of hundreds of bags of shirts in the post office, peeling stamps off.
Get someone to do it for you.
I know. I need a Mexican. I don't know what to do. So I've just been bagging these myself, not realizing that, this just doesn't get done when you order the shirts.
We have another guest to join the program.
Bring him in.
Brian's
What?
not going anywhere, man.
No,
we haven't
Brian
seen Brian
is
in a while. We're not
is
kicking
our
Brian
guest.
out of here.
Brian's our guest.
That's
Comedians
right.
work well
We're not
together.
bumping Brian.
Gonna bring it right in, or do you want to take a break?
Yeah.
No, if we don't need a break, let's keep going.
No, fuck
so we can
that
get the
break
fuck
shit.
out early.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting out of here early today, Brian.
Fuck that break shit. Bring Herman
man.
Cain in. Oh, sorry, Brian.
That would be a little awkward.
It'd be hysterical if he walks in.
Yeah, hey.
All right, see you later, Brian.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, my
Hello
God. You are pretty.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
That's crazy. She's not a comic.
Not right now.
She's so pretty.
Do you know Brian Regan?
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm a fan, and so is every other comic.
He's available for dating
Steve
now,
Norton,
too.
you too.
Thank you.
By the
Good to see
way,
you
Brian is dateable now.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah,
Isn't that
All the
cool?
guys out there.
Make a
Yeah.
love connection here. Huh?
Yes. I just figured I'd throw that out there to help you out, Brian.
Well, are you doing a gig because
Want a
we don't
golf
have any-
umbrella?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm on Jimmy Fallon tonight.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Is this all right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, you
you
can put those on.
Hopefully Herman Cain's not
That's
on
okay.
Fallon tonight as well.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. I wish he were.
Don't get bummed.
No, don't
Everyone's favorite retarded grandpa.
don't
Yeah.
bring up Herman Cain in front of.
I got
Do you love him?
No. I was supposed to do Letterman last night, but I got bumped because
For
he
Herman
was-
Cain?
Yeah.
For someone that will never, ever get the nomination?
Exactly.
So Brian was supposed to work for him at one point, and Herman yanked his cock out in the car.
Does that happen?
Yeah, but nobody believed me.
Yeah, so
when
we
I
put it on a
complained about
water
it.
bottle, and he said, Herman Cain pulled my wiener. Get your Herman Cain, pull my wiener, fucking Snuggies, and please buy some beach umbrellas.
Yeah.
Has anyone, have you guys ever eaten at Godfather's Pizza?
No. I've never had a Godfather's Pizza. You?
No, I don't think anyone has.
I don't think
I
that's
don't think it's real.
I don't think it's real either. I'm an Italian pizza guy.
Where do they sell that
What if you
shit?
do research and find out there is no Godfather's Pizza? It is just a big
That'd be a
scam.
problem.
Big scam.
I think just because it's hacky. Like, oh, mafia
It is.
stereotype
Get it?
and pizza.
Hey, he'll make you a slice you can't refuse. All right, you hack.
I feel like he harasses women.
Yeah.
He says things he doesn't understand, and he sings. He's pretty much like a crazy homeless person. Like, there's no difference. He dresses like a jackass.
That's exactly what they do. Yes,
But that doesn't disqualify him.
Exactly.
No.
You got to think he harassed some women, right? At
Yeah,
this point,
I would hope so.
He absolutely
you got to
has.
think.
There's just been too many allegations for it to not be true. You want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt if one person pops up, but
Yeah.
4 ladies.
Who hasn't? Everyone harasses women.
Everyone
So
does.
if he had just owned up and been like, fuck yeah, I harass women.
Yeah.
What I do.
That's how I roll.
Okay.
I think.
Or if you just said, "Look, I'm black."
Yeah, stop it.
I do it.
I think also harassment. It's called harassment now. Back in the day, I called the day. It was just called trying to pick up on a girl. Like, he's in the car with her. This one girl told this whole thing. In the car, they're driving. He puts his hand on her leg, moves it towards her vagina, she says. Now, you could go from knee to 2 inches above the knee. Technically, the hand's moving toward the vagina, but it's not even within radar range of said vagina.
As an owner of a vagina.
Yes.
For most of my life.
All right.
You're more qualified than us on this.
Well, you might own it, but I've done nothing but try to get into
Yes.
one.
It's very
My
exclusive.
whole life.
It's a very, not for her, against her, but it's a sensitive area. Your thigh and your inner thigh. So
Right.
anything over there, you always get nervous.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
But she said to stop. He then stopped and drove her home.
And
it
raped
wasn't
her.
like and raped the shit out of her.
Tire iron.
But he stopped in the car, and that's important to note.
Yes, and he choked her with a fucking pizza box.
Now, wait a second. When you say he was moving towards her,
He was
Vagina,
making
yes.
a move, Brian.
it was also moving towards her hat.
Right.
It was
Her
moving.
brain toward her mind.
Yeah, he was trying to move all the way up
Yes.
and communicate with her mind.
Depending on how far he wanted to go, right. Yeah, he
He's
could
a
have
bad
pulled that move, too, at the end. He didn't have to go to vagina. There's a move where you go up the leg, but then you're like, all right, I'll turn and go up the hip.
Yeah.
I understand the girl.
Is that what's it called?
It's called turn and go
Yeah.
up the hip. It's like as
It's in
you're
all the
moving,
manuals.
as you're moving,
Flanking the asshole.
as you're moving up the thigh a little bit, you could tell if a girl wants you to continue or take the off ramp to the hip.
by crying.
And yes, she starts crying. No, daddy, daddy, no.
Screaming no loudly.
Yes, and then you turn and go up the thigh.
I think in your minds right now, you're like, so if she doesn't want me to go for a vagina, then let's go to her butthole. I'll give her what's it going to be on
It's
your
either the
pizza?
ass or the vagina. One or the
Clearly,
other,
she
lady.
can't be not interested at all.
I have a feeling Brian Regan's going to have a new shirt now because of this discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
Vagina or ass?
Yeah. I'm a two-holer.
Put that on a golf umbrella.
It's on my new drink tumblers.
Oh, you're the best.
Oh God,
Brian, Brian rules.
I love Brian.
How long have you had the
Wait,
merch up, Brian?
No, we're diverting attention from a very, very funny woman here, and I'm looking forward to Jimmy Fallon tonight.
It'll be tonight.
Yeah?
That's
Tonight,
cool.
on
That's
the show.
awesome.
All right.
You were on
Yeah.
Last Comic.
I won it.
He won.
it.
Whoa.
He won.
You
It
won
was
that
so long
shit.
ago. So,
Was it?
Yeah.
How many years ago now?
It was like 3.
Damn.
But it's on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Who you on Fallon with?
It's all on Wiki.
Oh, you don't know?
So many great people.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy
Jimmy
What's the
Fallon, I
roots?
suppose.
What's the prize money for that? Don't you get prize
For
money?
Jimmy Fallon, I think it's a standard daily rate. It's like 300. For Last Comic, you win $250,000 and your choice of baseline model Hondas. Base model?
Yeah.
Base model.
Do you
and
ride?
Do I ride my
Or
car?
is it a car?
It's car.
I thought it was a Honda motorcycle.
Yeah, I love motorcycles.
Oh, you do?
Me and Alonzo Bowden. No, I got a Honda. They gave me like an SUV, and I was like, that's impractical. So I got a Honda Civic.
Oh.
I love it because it's green.
Yeah. Where do you live?
I live in LA.
Oh, okay. So car is pretty.
It's pretty important.
Yeah.
I don't know
Out there,
one
that's a
person.
good prize.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that takes. If you take the metro or public transit in LA, it means you're poor.
You're an asshole.
Not thrifty. Yeah. Or a hipster.
New York is, you don't really need a car.
No,
it's kind of
that's
impractical to
weird.
have one if you live in New York. So
I got one.
Me too.
yeah, but
Thanks,
rich
Ann.
people, the 1% is allowed.
yeah.
Oh.
You are the 1%.
Oops.
How's it feel?
It's nice.
Pretty goddamn good. Gotta be honest
That's a
with you.
great percentage to be
That
in, man.
1% shit is fantastic.
Now, the 1%, you have like meetings and stuff? You get together?
We got
and just,
meetings.
We laugh at the
enjoy life.
99%.
You only have 1% milk.
We're supposed to feel guilty at this point, being the 1%, I guess.
We make dartboards out of this guy's face. Oh my God! No. I'm actually marketing on my website. I'm selling dartboards of this protester's bloody
Brian,
face.
can you make a T-shirt out of that? you
Ass or
think?
vagina.
That's great.
I can't believe anyone's shocked that it turned to that. Like, from
Yeah.
the beginning, I hated this movement.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. And
Thank
for the
you.
fact that it turned bloody and violent, like, obviously, hippies can't stay calm for a long time. This is not the 60s.
No, and one thing they did last night on the news, they're showing this guy all bloody and stuff, and it's one bloody guy. And then they switched to the Greece, the riots in Greece. And they are just throwing fucking knives and wrenches.
They know how
and-
to protest.
And the cops are shooting tear gas. It's like, now that's a fucking protest.
It's kind of like when the Lakers win.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Cars
lose.
are being turned
It's the
over.
same thing.
Cars are being rolled over and set on fire.
Do they have the bread hats?
What's a bread hat?
What?
The bread hats? Did they have any of the bread
Oh,
helmets?
the Egyptian protester who
Yeah.
strapped bread to his head to protect him.
Oh, the helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
The makeshift,
impenetrable.
the
That's
makeshift
good.
helmets were awesome. When
They
that
were getting
shit
hit
came
of
down.
bread?
Yeah, they were getting hit
Yeah.
with like tear gas
You want
canisters.
to call your guy,
and-
Brian?
What if they get hit with water?
Yeah, exactly. It just it makes
Then it gets all
Water's
heavy.
so
And,
done.
Yeah.
I would hit him with eggs and cinnamon,
Yes.
and just smell the deliciousness.
And a
Yeah.
flamethrower?
A
And you're
flamethrower.
done.
Thank you. I need some heat. Yo, thank you. You helped me there. Oh,
Hey,
She got you through that one.
That's all right.
So how is it to be a very attractive girl comic? Because there
I don't
aren't
know. I've never been an ugly.
there aren't too
man.
many of them. Well, you've seen some gruesome female comics. Margaret
Yeah.
Cho.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I did. Margaret
she's
Cho
not
even knows she's
gruesome.
not attractive.
She's not.
She has nicer breasts than you expect her to. I don't know
I
Margaret.
almost
I've met
said
her.
than you, and I was like, take it easy.
Jimmy.
She has nice breasts.
You seen the breasts? Oh yeah, she
No,
had
and-
some
all right.
shows,
I don't.
yeah, yeah.
No, I don't think about it that often, and I'll be honest. And this is just being
Guys
100%
do.
honest. I really missed that part of my career because I won Last Comic, where you're on the road with a headliner that's trying to hit on you, and you're like, I did stand up for 3 years prior, so I really missed that middle part where you're always trying to prove yourself to the other guy comics
part sucks,
because
though.
I had such a weird stunted
Yeah.
career. So. It at times people don't trust you. You walk on stage, and if they don't know who you are, if they didn't come to see you, they look at you for a second. They're like, "What's she gonna say?" But after a minute, it's done. Like,
Why
your joke
is the
speaks for
cocktail
itself.
waitress on stage?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I actually had a couple people when I first started give me their orders. I took their money. I was like, you have to pay up front. What did you ask for it back? Cheap asshole.
Who did you beat last comic?
Of like the final
Yeah.
four. You know Louis Ramey?
Oh yeah.
Really nice guy. So it was him. And then some comics I don't even know.
Yeah, of course.
I don't even know. If
cares?
Louis Ramey has been around when I first started. He's a black comic. He's really clean, very polished. You know Louis, right?
He's been around for a while.
Yeah,
Brian's like, look.
One of
I'm
my
just trying
first
to, I'm
comedy
just trying
shows.
to hawk my wares here. Leave me alone.
Yes.
I don't know this guy.
One of my
Trying
first
to hug my
comedy
ass
shows
to
was seeing
vagina tumblers. Not ass to vagina, I guess it's ass.
Oh, well, yeah,
I
that's
took it to a new level.
You really did.
Which do you want first? Sorry. But Louis Ramey.
You know, I really put Brian on the spot there with fucking. You really know Louis, and he just
sat
Kinda went,
there.
he wanted to go. No, I've never heard of him, but he was just too nice.
He's too nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show runs the gamut from comics you've never heard of and will never hear of again to comics that have been around for a while and
Yeah.
just wanted a little career
Well,
boost.
you're no Dat fan, lady. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
He fucking ruined that show.
Oh, he really did.
First
When he won
show.
that.
It threw any credibility that show could have out the fucking window when he won.
It did, but it didn't. I'll tell you why.
What?
Because that show was meant for newer, younger comedians.
Yeah.
Like Iliza
Yeah, how
wasn't
about
doing
put the
it.
comedian part in, though?
But I'm saying you weren't doing it for a whole lot of years. To me, you're what belongs on that show because you're not like some veteran that was doing it 15, 20 years. It was for newer comics.
It's meant to give you, because we don't have like American Idol, like as comics.
Right.
So it's meant to give you, for people that are struggling, to give you a platform. It's not, so many people, it's the most hurtful thing. They'll be like, I'll see them at a club, they'll be like, so what have you been doing since last comic? I'll be like, I've been working like a comic. This isn't last Oscar winner standing.
Right.
I've had a fucking career, asshole. And that's what it's meant to do.
But it's not fair. I was a fan of the show. They just picked the wrong guy with that fan. That's what
Right,
fucked it
okay,
up.
yeah.
I was entertained
Yeah.
by a lot of the guys that were on that
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
over the years.
It's one of those things where if be careful what you wish for, because you get the show and they're like, by the way, now you're a headliner, so you better have the material. Whether he did or didn't, I don't know. But the people after him,
I'll say
he did.
John Heffron, John Reep, me, like they told me, now you got to go headline. I was like, well, I will spend all night writing and make sure. And I did. The day I had a headlining gig, it was done. So it's kill or be killed.
Heffron's funny.
Yeah,
I love John Heffron.
Absolutely.
Josh
man.
Blue is funny. Alonzo's funny. I mean, all those guys are.
I was just shocked when they went with that.
I think they learned from Dad Fan because, like she said, now you have to have a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So I think, and they put him up against regular comics like Ralphie and Voss and Corey. Oh, wait, is that the same year or no?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
Am I
Rich
wrong or
was in
no?
on that one, right?
Rich was in
never
on the
watched the
Death
show.
Fan.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, he
show.
absolutely was.
No, Voss was season.
No,
was-
Voss came
was
back.
Season 1. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
1 and 3 for Voss. Thank you, Eric.
All I
Eric's
know is
helping
I
me
was
out
on the
with that one.
season no one saw. No one.
Who hosted your season? Was it Jay or
Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy? Okay.
Everyone's like, I missed that season. So I'm like the lost. There's one after mine that absolutely no one watched too.
Well, didn't they bring in a British girl too to try to
She hosted with Bill Bellamy.
English
Fern.
it up.
Nice girl, but it's like this isn't the X Factor. This isn't.
Yeah.
But she was cool. But it was almost like it's so light on copy. Why do you have two hosts messing up my last name?
Yeah.
So,
Enough with fucking people thinking British people have a take on comedy that's so great. They don't. They think farts and tits are terrific too.
speaking of, when I was in the hallway, this is not funny now that I'm saying it, but I was just talking, and there was a guy with headphones on at the computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who he was, and I was just talking to someone. All of a sudden, we just hear, and we just looked over, and it was obviously him. It was a great way to start the morning.
Wait, was it the vampire at the fucking computer right now or no? Kenny?
Please tell me Kenny farted.
Yes.
It was him.
Oh, get Kenny in here for a
It had to have
second.
been just because it wasn't me and it wasn't the person I was talking to.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, well,
Oh,
maybe
that's
it was
great. That's our
Kenny.
guy.
unless it was Rolando and he didn't tell us.
Can you get Kenny in here? He's
No,
not listening.
don't. No.
Oh, trust me, you want to meet Kenny.
Kenny?
You so want to meet
No,
Kenny.
don't do this.
How's he
This
gonna
is
You so
explain
want to
this?
meet him.
Kenny.
Oh, you get embarrassed?
I don't want to be like, dude, he's not going to own up to it.
He might.
probably will.
No, he
This
will.
is my first time meeting this person.
Don't
and
worry
I'm gonna
about it.
out him.
You
know what
worry
we're
about
doing.
him.
Hey,
He's
That's
all right.
Brian.
You're
We know what we're
professionals.
doing.
All right.
We're good.
Why
Yeah.
you been listening?
We're good at ruining careers.
Hi,
This is
hi, it's
Kenny.
Kenny.
Did you fart in front of this fine young lady? We need honesty here today, sir.
I have been known to fart, yes.
Iliza said that you farted while you were there on headphones, just kind of sitting there, and that you kind of fart. It was very inappropriate.
Yeah, what happened?
Farting is a normal body function. I mean, I don't
Yeah. A lot of
A
specifically
lot of guys hold it
recall,
in when
but
there's a beautiful lady around.
Yeah, it's the first time
We
on the
fart
show.
for each other. But
What, do you not think I'm attractive?
Oh.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm not
Kenny?
looking to hook up.
He's
That's a
halfway-
shame.
He's happily married.
Brian, give one of your
hook up.
tumblers.
he's making sure not to hook up.
Yeah, making a point of it.
Yeah, you're aggressively avoiding us. Don't even think of fucking me. Here.
I can see maybe not being interested, but to go to that degree.
So you don't care who's around, you'll fart? Because we'll hold
it
in
is-
farts if there's an attractive woman around.
No, I didn't consciously know like anything happened.
You had the headphones on, so you probably didn't hear it. You probably thought it was a silent one. Wasn't.
You were as unfazed then as you are now.
Well,
I'll
that's
be
why we
honest.
wanted you to meet him.
Yeah, this is the face
This
of
is-
Kenny
this is
right
Kenny.
there. He's just like a.
Nothing phases him at all.
Yeah.
I love the dramatic pause between the question and the answer on that.
Yeah.
Did you fart? Well, you know,
Like he's
the
testifying.
normal
Are
bodily
you farting
function.
right now? Quietly.
It's okay.
I don't.
It's all right, Kenny.
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't
Life
care.
happens.
I
It
don't
happens.
All right. I'll take a shit on the side of the road if I have to.
Okay.
Well,
I don't
he
do that
has,
anymore.
Well, you don't have to.
You've seen him do that?
No, but when he was with Dice, he did.
Yeah.
Look ahead, talk.
No, I think you were in the car one time.
No, I wasn't.
One time we were going to JFK Airport. Happy Face's girlfriend was driving. Weren't you in the car with us? We were all going to the airport. Mm-hmm. Maybe they just picked me up, and me and Happy Face were going to JFK, and we were on the Staten Island Expressway, and I had to go. You know, and the first morning constitutional comes with urgency.
Well, no, didn't you know you had a big flight coming up? I mean,
Yeah.
you had time at home to.
Yeah, really.
Plan on shitting on the plane, not the fucking West Shore Expressway.
There are other places where these things can take place.
I got a spat home.
It's a medical
I
condition.
squatted behind a bush.
I'm glad I came today.
Yeah, today's a good day.
Broach the subject. I'm glad I stayed.
Yeah, thanks. You're responsible for this conversation.
You're welcome.
Exactly.
People are Google imaging you right now and losing their minds, by the way. They're freaking out over your pictures online.
Yeah. You got a boyfriend?
I don't know. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about things like that.
I don't know.
I don't like getting the pictures online. So
Do you date? It's really weird for a female comic. The one difference, I don't see. There's no real difference. It's just after shows. It's got to be. Is it harder for you because are guys weird about dating the comic that they've just seen, or do they hit on you, or are they intimidated by it?
It's run the gamut from intimidation to admiration. It's usually, you go into a city, people make an effort to come to see you, and they're so cool. And if they try to hit it, it's like an awkward line. And often, I'm sure you get, if someone references a line in your act and you don't remember saying it, they're like, right, with pizza. And you're like, what? And it looks like you don't know your own jokes. You're like, I have no clue. He's like, you said it last time you were on. And
no, I didn't.
I don't know you. What I do get, not jealous of, but I wish I were a guy in this case. After shows, I've seen and I've heard stories, like my male comic friends, or even features, or I hear my friends do this. They're like, yeah, I banged 3 waitresses, went out, we just got shit-faced. And as a girl, not only do we not keep well, but that's just not a good idea if you don't want to get raped. So I don't do that. My friends are like, we did all this, and I'm like, I went back to the hotel, I took a bath, I watched HBO. Because it's just not the same kind of rules. Like, you guys could go out and enjoy the city alone. I could, but you don't want to end up on the news.
It would be a little awful.
So I kind of I spend a lot of time in hotels having me time.
Aww.
It's okay.
It's fucking boring on the road. It really is. You sleep
lonely,
all day.
yeah.
Do you get up early? I sleep late. I fucking sleep till 3 in the afternoon.
As late as I can. Yeah, and then
sleep is king.
And if you have press, that ruins it because you have to get up.
I won't do morning and afternoon in the same morning. I can handle, but fucking morning, and then you go get to sleep, and then they got to get up and do some shitty afternoon shows.
We could get you at 1. I'm like, yeah, right in the middle of the REM cycle. That'd be great.
Yeah. Right. How many tickets is sold? Well, you got 72 for the early. All right, come get me at 1. Yeah.
It can be lonely, and also it sucks too because I never rent cars because I did once and I got a ticket, so I won't do it again. Shocker. If you don't have a car and you're in a city where you know there's stuff to go see and you're just sitting at the Howard Johnson Inn or wherever they put you, just knowing that there's like a world of stuff out there.
There's stuff out there, I just can't get to it.
I can't get to it.
I always feel that way flying in. When you're flying in, you look down at the city and you think, man, I'm going to be hitting the museums. I'm going to take advantage of this town. And then you get there and you just sleep till showtime.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they say, have you been to St. Louis? And you're, yeah, technically, yes. But I don't.
Yeah, right.
They told me I was in St. Louis. I go to the Arches. Yeah. Jim Brewer goes everywhere, though. Brewer's one of those guys who's...
check shit out. Bill Burr checks shit out.
Burr goes to the events.
Burr goes to a lot of
games.
athletic events.
Does he drive? Does he rent a car?
I don't know. He probably does know him, Burr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes it all in. I remember we did that gig in Detroit. We never saw Detroit, but technically we were there.
Well,
remember?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, there's sections.
I'm not allowed to carry. I'm not allowed to carry in Detroit. I don't like that.
Hotel was in the middle of nowhere near the fucking stadium where the Lions play,
and everyone's got
nothing.
Tell you where to go. You're like, oh, you're going to Brownsville? Oh, let me tell you, there's pizza, and you always feel like you're missing it.
There's a Godfather's Pizza. You gotta go. I swear it's there.
It's weird too when you're on the road. Some comedians like everybody to know they're the comedians, and other comedians are like low key. I'm one of the low key kind of guys.
Yeah.
And I was working with 2 other comics one time. We're in the condo, and they said, "Let's go over to this pizza place." I was like, "All right, cool." And we show up, and one of the other guys walks in yelling, "We're the comics!" And I'm just like, I gotta get out of here.
Oh, no. Why would he do that?
I'd rather go out with Jerry Sandusky for pizza. Fuck, is that humiliating?
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Because he wants attention, that's why. Anyone that has to segue a comedian into the conversation is fucking awful.
Especially when no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
We're giving you a slice of pizza. Oh, the comics.
That was you.
You're the comics.
Get the red carpet.
It's a little extra pepperoni.
He wants a free slice.
That was you, Brian, wasn't it?
I just assume no one knows who I am ever. Like, even at the club, I'll walk up and be like, my name is Iliza Shlesinger. I'm the headliner. Tonight I was wondering if I could get just a soda. Because I know the one day I assume, I'm like, you know who I am. My picture's up there. They're going to be like, I don't, or I'm not.
No.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of that thing.
That thing.
Getting you stuff.
Is it Schlesinger or Schlesinger?
Schlesinger.
Okay, I've actually been saying it wrong.
Oh.
Everyone has.
Yeah,
Ever.
I think we all did.
I
Sorry.
don't even, that's okay.
Iliza Shlesinger.
Is that German?
Schlesinger.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I asked my parents. I was like, "Do we have any?" And they're like, "No, it's just Polish, as far back as the eye can see."
Oh, okay.
And Russian.
That's good. I like that Eastern European thing.
Yeah, we've got meaty thighs.
That's good. That's good. Blonde hair, meaty thighs.
That's what we do.
Meaty thighs. You could run your hand up to the vagina or ass.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's in the same place on
Wherever.
Polish people.
Yeah, Polish women are very sexy. Where'd you grow up?
Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, that's near Warsaw, I think, right?
Yes, it's very close. It's a
Polish
direct flight.
Yeah.
Kennedy got shot there.
Yes, we know. Thank you. Just today was the day we had shaken the entire.
Remember, we went to
then
Dealey
he had
Plaza.
to bring it back.
We went
Did
to
you go to the whole museum?
We went to Dealey
Yeah.
Plaza, and Jimmy turned it into a joke in his act where you see everyone go in the middle of the road to get the picture
On the X,
On the
yeah.
X,
Yeah.
and we were secretly hoping someone would get fucking hit.
But one woman almost
Absolutely.
got run over.
Or shot.
We saw one that
Yeah,
was
shot would be better.
We saw one that was close because it's sort of downhill at that point, and when that light turns green, those cars take off, and these dummies are in the road trying to get their picture taken.
Yeah,
it is
it's
amazing how
horrible.
there's Robert Roden and all these people
Yeah.
out there in these different stations of the of the Knoll and just
They've been there every day since the assassination.
And the more
they
I
set
learn
up
about
little
it, the-
card tables with their dumb books and literature
Oh,
and
boy.
pamphlets, Brian Regan.
Pamphlets.
Pamphlets to bring it back to you.
I tell you what, Dealey Plaza is the only place that I've been to. You know, every other place you've seen pictures of, like the Alamo and stuff like that. But Dealey Plaza is the only place when I drove through there, without knowing that we were driving through there, I instantly knew where I was because that place you've seen from every angle.
Yeah.
No, it's
Most
so
other things you only see from one angle.
yeah.
That place you've seen photos from every angle.
It looks like a movie set.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very bizarre.
well, isn't there a carbon copy on both sides? It's
Yeah.
almost like two of the
Yeah.
of the Knoll and the fence. The other side
It's like
is
a mirror
exactly the
image
same.
on
I
the
don't
other
know.
side.
I don't know. I know that the 6th floor museum has a section dedicated to each conspiracy theory,
Really?
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I finally saw it once when I was in college. Because growing up, you're like, it's right there. It's
Yeah,
right
not going to bother.
there. Yeah.
That would be great if you ever wanted to go to prison to just wait until someone stands on that fucking X and blow their fucking head off. Just
And
go,
you
yeah,
could be-
you really
I
got
did
the
it.
experience that time, didn't you?
I think someone did that. They killed themselves
Really?
on the X.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Killing yourself
Kill
is different.
Yeah,
That's
true.
different.
Couple
to
years
get a
ago.
picture taken, and it's like, all right, I'm here, take a picture.
Yeah.
Then bam, the head just comes
Yeah.
apart, and you're like, holy shit.
If I'm not mistaken, someone committed suicide on the X.
That's
yeah.
probably true. I think I do remember that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the air. And I went to the museum, but you're not allowed next to the window anymore.
The
They boxed
sniper's
that
nest
shit
is
out.
blast off, yeah.
I feel like I remember that.
Why's that?
So you have to see it from sort of a distance, like I don't know, you're about 6-7 feet away.
Like
can't
Kennedy
you?
did.
I don't know.
Yeah, you have to look back over your shoulder at it.
Did you like it? I feel like most things when you go see them, they're underwhelming. Like the Alamo's 2 feet long. It's very
Yes,
small.
it's very
There's
weird.
only a few
Yeah.
tourist attractions I dug. One of them was Dealey Plaza and the whole thing, and also Alcatraz.
Oh, that was great too,
Fucking
man.
amazing.
Everyone likes that one.
Yeah.
But
I went to the Brady Bunch house and the Back to the Future house
There
when
you
I
go,
was in
that's-
LA.
Is the Brady Bunch? I know you're kidding, but is it on a lot or is it a real house?
No, it's a real house, but
Is it
it's
on Pico?
I think it is. Right? I'm not sure. Wait a minute. It didn't look like the house because, it's the whole front yard is different.
So
They
now
put a
it's a
fence
7-Eleven.
around it, and
look, if you're gonna buy the Brady Bunch house, you got to deal with the shit that
I
comes
know.
with it. You
And-
can't change the house.
and the window
Deal with the people
on
killing
there was
themselves in
fake.
front of it.
Right.
Yeah, but
They
the
did
Back
it-
to the Future house looks exactly the same as it did in Back to the Future.
That's cool.
But
Yeah.
someone bought the Amityville Horror House and changed the whole look of it. It's like
No.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to drive by it and check it out.
Sometimes
man.
there's things like historical plaques that they put and you can't change anything if
Yeah.
you agree to live
Right.
in certain things.
Should do that with movie houses.
You know what's cool? The
Very
Exorcist
disappointing.
steps. I
Oh, that
went
was
to.
cool in Georgetown.
You
I
realize
like
the
that.
house is farther. Yeah, where Karras fell down at the end. But you realize the house is a little farther from there than the movie portrayed it. But to sit on those steps, it really is a chilling fright. If you went at night, it's a very, very frightening. But
kinda
it leads into a
creepy.
gas
I like
station
that.
parking lot.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was a
weird.
true movie.
Yeah, I know.
I thought
right?
that
It's
was
just
fictional.
so scary. Wait a minute, it's
What
just a
step?
stairway.
I thought you were saying it's just the set that's chilling. It's a true story.
No, the steps. The steps.
the
The
steps
steps
are-
of the.
Like at the
Of
end
the
of
movie.
Oh, those are. It's a real house and real stairs. It's not.
He's
a
saying
set.
it's a true story.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was an actual true thing that they made a movie out of.
That's
Oh
what-
yeah, The Exorcist. The actual steps that they filmed in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
okay.
movie step.
Yeah.
It's in
But it was-
Georgetown,
it
It shouldn't
right?
have been that
Georgetown,
scary,
yeah.
Jimmy,
It
quite
was,
frankly.
though. But it was. It's
Why?
creepy.
It's just a movie.
It's creepy.
There was somebody going, all right, quiet, action.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't like, whoa, it wasn't really scary things.
That's the beauty of it. That's how well done it was.
I'm sorry
Very
then.
frightening.
You do Alcatraz?
I haven't seen it. haven't been.
It's worth it.
I'd go.
That one is cool.
You know what's weird at Alcatraz? They give you like headsets where you can listen to the headset tour, but nobody starts them at exactly the same time. So you're walking around with other people and they're listening and they're about 30 seconds off and they're going, "Oh, did you hear that?" And I mean, "Not yet."
I've seen this scene in So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh,
they're touring it
where they
with Phil
tour.
Hartman.
Yeah.
That's all I know about Alcatraz. I mean,
Where in L.A. you live?
I live in Hollywood, right in the filthy heart of it.
Man, you're in the shit, huh?
I call the cops bi-weekly because of lowrider bass outside my window.
Like where? Like down near the.
Like by the ArcLight.
I don't know where that is.
It's like Sunset and Vine. No, that's not right. Well, ish. It's
Man,
like in that area.
but you're there.
Okay.
You're right in the
I'm
middle
right.
of
If in
the
case I
shit
want to go
dirty.
to a club, I love nightclubs. That's me.
Yeah.
Yes. Or
Just-
some sort of indie rock band.
Man. Would you consider yourself part hipster or no?
I do wear very tight pants.
Yeah.
Skinny
But,
good.
yeah. But aside from that,
Yeah, no.
no, I'm not cool enough.
Oh.
It's okay.
I bet you probably.
I think I like sports too much to
Really?
be a hipster. Well, I'm going to rephrase that. I think I played sports too much to be a hipster.
Oh, a lesbian.
That's right. I played softball and lacrosse. Yes,
No
sir.
field hockey?
Field hockey.
No, I didn't
Field
like it.
hockey is the
Field
worst.
hockey was the
Knocked out.
giveaway for
At my school, it was the bitchy girls that played, not the lesbians. It
Yeah.
was. I saw too many things, and I liked lacrosse because it's more aggressive.
Yeah.
Is that what you played?
That's
I did play lacrosse.
pretty badass.
cool
It
sport.
was fun. It was a fun sport.
Really cool
And
sport.
it was the first year our school had done it, so no one like really knew how to play. So we
Oh,
were,
so
like,
you
the
could
best.
become a star like instantly.
defensive
Hey, look, she was
person.
able to catch it in that baskety thing. She's the star.
Big claim to fame. Final game my senior year. You know how you can get yellow cards and red cards? I would hit people, and you're not allowed to do that. I got a red card so bad, they not only ejected me from the game, they made me sit in the stands with my parents.
You couldn't even.
I couldn't even sit with my
sit
team.
with your team.
I was crying. I was so upset.
Damn.
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Wow. As almost an adult.
Crying.
Crying. I was so because it's so embarrassing. Like I didn't mean to not do that.
Where'd you hit her?
Dead now. Right in the throat.
Did you really?
Right in the fucking throat.
Man,
Get off me.
you shouldn't have been crying. You should have been
Shouldn't have been in my
high-fiving your
crease.
parents.
Yeah. It was sad.
Why do you have the one nail different? Does it mean anything or no?
That's like the thing to do.
Oh, that looks cool. I just didn't know if it meant
Oh, that's it. No, thank you. Anytime I do anything on TV, I always try to paint like a bright color because that's what it's about. Your nails, not the comment. I haven't rehearsed this at once.
No, why bother? Just look
For
good.
the people tuning in, Jimmy
Just
Fallon
walk out.
tonight.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Jimmy Fallon.
When do you
look cool.
reschedule on Letterman, do you know?
Yeah, that's Brian.
Next Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
You can just
So
stay
you got there, and then they were like, "Sorry, Herman Cain's here."
Yeah, backstage, dressed, the whole thing. You know.
makeup on.
And of course, it's the comic that they kick
Yeah,
off
Yeah.
because
Comic's
we're so
always
low.
the dirtbag, right?
There was a
Always.
band on the show too, Group Love, which is a great band. They did their set, but
Goodbye.
Is it?
there's too much logistics to get them rebooked. So
yeah. Ah,
not that I
screw
haven't had an issue with it. Group Love was great. They did a great job, and go check them out.
Good for
Go check them out and vote for Herman Cain.
yeah.
And watch
Ryan's so
Eliza
nice.
When you
tonight on
download them
Jimmy
on
Fallon.
iTunes, you vote for Herman Cain.
Yeah.
Brian's close to letting it all out. Man.
he is very
You can
close.
say we've
All these
we've known
years-
Brian for way
You
too
can go
many
sit with
years.
my parents in the stands.
Now where's Dealey Plaza?
There's a take luck fucking rope and stool.
It's always the comic that gets.
Yeah.
It's we don't have time for you, or I'm sure at the beginning of your career, which mine is a lot closer to recent times. You go to like do a gig, they're like, "We're just gonna leave the TV on while you do your stand up,
shit.
No.
or we're gonna
Oh,
like
God,
it's
yeah.
always awful." I'm sure.
I
many
had that
bars.
in
many bars.
the first time I ever played in Canada. The first time ever I performed in Winnipeg, and the Winnipeg Jets were in the playoffs.
Oh shit!
And they had these big screens
Oh, man.
all over this club that I was playing at. And what little I know about Canada, they like hockey.
Yeah, apparently they really do like their hockey.
And they said, well, we're going to start the show. And I'm like, while the hockey game is on? And they're like, yeah, 8 o'clock show. And I'm like, oh, man, this is...
Better hurry it
Get
up.
me out of this country.
Yeah.
They keep the TVs on,
Yeah.
so they're
did.
cheering when they're scoring goals and stuff. What a nightmare!
Shitheads.
That sucks.
Go home. If you want to watch the fucking game, leave.
All right.
How people like going
You try
out.
saying that, and they don't respond.
No, they
That's a
won't.
tough
They won't.
spot.
They won't care.
They don't care. They want the drink money and the
Yeah.
They don't care what the
I have
fuck
people,
they mean.
I've had events recently where they're like, why don't we're going to show some clips of something else that they were promoting, and then we'll have you come up to 5 minutes. I'm like, this isn't street magic. That's not how it works. You have to like fight to get your proper time. It's great.
Do you toil over what you're wearing on Fallon and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was actually out last night. I still don't have a top. I don't think anybody here cares, but it's tough because you don't want to dress up. Like, I don't dress up in general. And if you wear something too revealing, no one's going to listen to you.
Right.
So
then
you
you're
really have
just
to
the
walk a
sex
fine line.
pot.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
weird
the
for women.
floozy.
You don't want to show. You want to look good, but you don't want to like really use complete sexuality. Like I knew a comedian that would do that. She's dead now, so I won't say her name. But all I would do was try to look up her skirt while she was on stage at the Boston Comedy Club.
Oh.
Because she would literally wear a skirt a quarter-inch below her pussy, and it was like, how do you not look? But then I didn't remember anything she said.
She probably was she funny?
I don't remember.
At all? You don't know?
I think it could have been fucking Joan Rivers for all I know. I have no idea. But like Sarah Silverman's a good example. She's very beautiful, but she dresses like she looks very presentable.
Yeah.
But she doesn't go with sexuality, so you listen to her.
You should just dress how you are. If you on stage dress up, that's how you should be off stage. So I dress like a homeless person, both.
So
on
you'll
and
just
off.
be like this pretty much
For TV, I think you get a little bit more leeway because you already have the audience. You're not going to bomb, right? They're not going to allow that to happen. You already know the jokes kill because you've been doing them forever. So you can afford to spruce it up a bit and come out of your comfort zone because it's almost a guaranteed laugh.
I'm going to watch to see how you gussy yourself up.
Yeah.
Do you gussy yourself?
I'm going to brush these teeth. I'm going to wear deodorant. And I might wear my hair up. We don't know yet.
It is different on TV, though. You can look good on TV. Like Amy Schumer did her Comedy Touch special. She looked great.
Yeah.
I've worked with Amy 100 times. I never saw her look that way. But on TV, it's a different vibe.
Her thing is the cute, like she wears like cute dresses and stuff. That's her thing.
Yeah.
I wore a dress once, and that'll be that.
How'd that work out for you?
It was great. I did a fall. I fell on purpose. And no one saw my underwear, which was the whole beauty of the whole thing. That's why I did it. But in general, I think pants are better.
Yeah, I think you have more.
We're watching Jimmy Fallon tonight, huh?
Yeah,
I think we are.
I think we're all watching Jimmy Fallon tonight.
I want to see. I want to see.
We would have watched Letterman.
If she's a
but
liar.
Fuck him.
Well, next Wednesday.
We'll watch Letterman next Wednesday, certainly.
I'm going to have
we'll be over our gripe with him.
I've got a pretty cool top that I'm going to be wearing.
Was Herman Cain wearing his double-breasted suit when he bumped you?
He was looking pretty good. I got to meet him in the hallway.
Why don't you tell him he's not going to a wedding?
And tell him he's not going to be president, too.
He must know.
Was he charismatic, though?
Yeah. Very.
They always are, those people.
Very.
Most sociopaths are.
I tell you what, man, he it was just a little moment, but he looked me in the eye, and we had a 30-second conversation, and it seemed very real and genuine.
Yeah, that's
when he was telling you he was going to bump you, you're like, this is real. This is genuine.
I'm genuinely being bumped. Yes, really.
Yeah, it was a really weird moment. He put his fingers under your nose.
Brian, so you're flying back to Vegas and then coming back next week?
Yeah.
So come back and see us. Can you work that into your little schedule?
I will try to do that.
We'd love
Thank
to see
you.
it. It's been
Thank you
way
for the
too
invite.
long.
Thank
man.
you.
Way too long.
So I guess we should get the plugs out because we're ending.
Yeah, we
yes,
should.
we are.
So Brian will be. Let me give Brian's plugs. State Theater in New Brunswick, December 10th, and you go to statetheaternj.org or Regan's website, or go to yeah, of course. State Theater of Ithaca, December 11th, and November 25th, all by myself. His third CD, am I correct?
Second CD.
CD will be out.
Well, you don't need to do all this. Let's throw
Wait,
some.
Brian, get to Iliza too.
Wait, this is only your second CD?
I have 3 DVDs and 2 CDs.
This is your second CD officially?
Correct.
Wow, this is the first one since the one I discovered probably
97.
Thank you. I was going to say 96.
And for
97.
all things Brian Regan, and I mean anything you can imagine, with a slogan on it, a fucking hat, a bumper sticker.
You got golf balls?
I don't know.
Yeah, he does. He does. Everything.
Yellow
Rape
ones?
kits.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Big yellow ones, my golf ball. Oh, we love you, Brian. You know that.
Thank you.
And Iliza will be on Fallon tonight. Do you get a website?
I do. It's Iliza, Iliza.com. I also host a show that's on VH1. It's called Excused. And I think it's on My 9 here. Well, you guys are syndicated. So you have to check your local listings. It's excusedtv.com.
Yeah.
You can find the channel. It's in every
What's
city.
the gist?
Excused is a half-hour comedy dating show brought to you by the same people who did Blind Date.
Oh.
And It's basically men and women vie for a spot to get in a house where they have an opportunity to date people, and at any point in the show, you could be excused, which is my job.
Oh, okay.
But it's great because I get to say all the things that people are thinking, and I get to be funny, and I get to wear skirts, which is fun.
Nice.
It's a funny show. So it's on VH1 as well. Check it out.
Check it out.
And I will be languishing while Eliza's on TV and Brian prepares for his CD. I will be languishing in Harrisburg tonight and tomorrow at the Comedy Zone. But no, come out. And there's still tickets for January 15th, the Sunday show at the Borgata with myself, Stanhope, Artie Lang, and David Tell. The Saturday is sold out. The Sunday, I think there are tickets available for it.
All right.
So go to Borgata.com.
Come back and see us. I hope
Thanks
you do.
for having me,
I'll be here.
guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, very fun.
Very funny, man.
Eliza, nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, Brian Regan.
Yeah, have fun tonight.
Nice meeting you
Hope-
again. I
hope
think I
to
met you before.
watch your
Yeah,
whole
no way.
set
Yeah.
sometime, man.
And let's get out of here clean. Have a good weekend. See you Monday.
The Opie and Anthony Show, Sirius XM.